What is up, guys? Lone Hawk here today, and welcome back to CoachHawk, the series where I take footage sent in by you guys, review it, and try to make you a better player. In today's video, we are coaching the Platinum-ranked Jimmy, who is going to be playing Zarya, and I specifically actually looked for Zarya gameplay in today's video because I've been playing her a lot recently, and I think I can help someone out a lot. So Jimmy, hopefully we can make you a better player. Today's video is sponsored by GamerLink. Now I know you all probably don't like sponsorships, but this one is actually different, and I mean it. GamerLink is exactly what a lot of you have been looking for. A free app for your phone that you can download in the description that allows you to find other people to play Overwatch with. So you don't get stuck with crappy randoms when you're queuing for competitive. You can actually find other people that complement your roles and play with people that are competent and aren't terrible at the game. Try out the app, it's in the description, and tell me what you think because personally, I love it. So he's got a pretty standard team composition here. It looks like 2 tanks, 2 DPSs, and 2 supports. I believe this game was a draw if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully it wasn't a win. I don't like coaching wins because it doesn't really get my point across as much, but we'll see here. Not a terrible bubble. You knew he'd be shot at by the Roadhog and the Reaper, so it worked pretty well. Although I maybe would have hesitated a little more, but I can't complain too much there. I like to use my shields on people who are actively getting shot at. And right there, another time, maybe a little bit preemptive, but I mean, I guess people shoot at shields. So not too bad, not too bad. Positioning here is a little interesting. I would go out, yeah, go out like this. That way you can shield people exactly. If you're in that room and you're not by anybody, you're wasting your E ability. So try to stay within line of sight of friendlies. Shield came up just in time to save that Winston, or at least get a lot of charge off of him. Right here, you're in a pretty bad position, man. You can get pulled or booped into the pit by Pharah. So Roadhog and Pharah can both knock you into the pit. Back here is a little bit better. Here is kind of dangerous, but you can't see the enemy Roadhog, so it's not too bad as of yet. Right there, that wasn't the best shield. That dude wasn't taking any damage. There was really no need for it. Someone comes up behind. You're getting healed. Not too bad. Once again, another preemptive shield. The first shield's got you a lot of charge because people shot at them after you activated. Another preemptive shield right here. Use shields on yourself and enemies while they're taking damage. Don't try to predict it because you trying to predict it can lead to enemies just saying, I won't shoot at it, and then you don't get any charge. Not a good ult, unfortunately. Here's why. Now, a lot of people would argue with me and say that was a good ult. I disagree. Why wasn't that a good ultimate? Well, you got a lot of people in it, so that's fine. That's good and all. But what's really more important, especially with tank ultimates, isn't how many people you get in it, but who is there to follow up on it. And you were all alone there. Even a full charge Zarya can sometimes have a hard time taking out enemies in a Graviton Surge. You really need 1 or 2 teammates there with you, or someone with an ultimate. And don't know why you use your shield there. Not too bad, though. But yeah, make sure you have someone that can follow up on it and try to communicate that ahead of time to make sure you can kill people. Reaper is great for that. He can just shred groups of enemies that are gravitant. You're a little bit too far back here. Now you're playing a little bit too passive. Yeah, you're the tank. You make sure you're somewhat in the front lines, in front of your damage dealers, except for Reaper because he's going to get way closer. But not too bad. Shield there. You couldn't shield them because you were stuck in the bubble. I would have tried to break the bubble and then shield them. Maybe it wouldn't have worked, though. You're playing really passively here. Really, really passively. You got the nano boost, a little bit of hit scan arrows. Here you shouldn't probably be going in. A lot of your teammates are dead and you don't have that much charge. Now you should definitely be getting out. I mean, it's overtime, yes, but you guys have the point. It's not like you're going to lose it. You guys should back up and reset when you lost so many enemies. I'm surprised you stayed alive. That Graviton wasn't too bad. Definitely could have been better, though. Once again, there was nobody to really follow up. I thought you'd be able to get both of those kills, but there you go. You just kind of proved it for me. If you didn't have anyone to follow up with you, and it made it very hard to get that second kill on that Roadhog. Communicate those. If you don't have a mic, get one. Yeah, on PC, there's no excuse for not having a microphone. You built a PC, you don't have a microphone, or you don't have a built-in one. It's kind of almost unexcusable. I wouldn't waste your abilities like that before you go into the fight, because now your E is on cooldown for like 8 seconds. That probably won't matter, but yeah, there are times it can. There are times it can. A little bit of preemptive shielding there. Sometimes that's okay, though, because you don't want to get hooked. These shields. When you get hooked by a Roadhog, that's fine. That was good. That one wasn't bad. But it seemed like you waited a second. You took the damage and then you shielded after like he was already around the corner. And remember, I'm being extra picky because I want to make you the best I can. If I overemphasize all my points, it makes it easier for you to follow. So I don't hate you as a player or anything. I'm just being extra picky for you. Let's focus a little bit on the right-clicking versus left-clicking, because that's something I haven't agreed with too much so far, but I haven't said anything because I wanted to observe it a little more. Oh, man, the power-up again. Okay, well, we can watch it in the round. Right-click here. Right-click here. There were 2 enemies. You could do lots of AoE damage, so I would be right-clicking there. One thing a lot of Zarya players don't do, or amateur Zaryas don't do, is use right-click to boot people away from you. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but oftentimes I see you only left-clicking when it's a one-on-one, and actually you've been left-clicking a lot more than right-clicking when they're at close range. Your right-click can be used at close ranges as well. Like, if a Reaper is on you as Zarya and he's getting closer to you or he's close to you, right-click him. It knocks him back, and his effective range is close. So you're going to be significantly reducing his damage output when you do that. Just some food for thought. Didn't come up, but food for thought. Not a terrible first round, honestly. I thought that was pretty good. I mean, you were shielding people, keeping people alive. I didn't see any clutch Roadhog hooks saves, which isn't obviously, it's not the worst thing in the world. You missed the basketball hoop. Come on. You're trash. You belong in bronze. Can't even make the shot. I kid. But yeah, let's look at this round. Look at his left clicks versus his right click. So first round, positioning was iffy. There were some times where you were too far up and too far back, but we can definitely improve on this. I think we can make you a better Zarya player. Definitely get you to diamond at least. I'm positive of that. Sporadic movement there. What's going on? Enemy's got a Pharah. I would kind of ignore her. There's not much you can do about her unless she's low to the ground. Right clicks are being a little bit overshot. Try to undershoot them a little bit more. Nice job taking her out of mech. Now here's something. You right click. You can, if you're having a hard time hitting her, yes, you use those right clicks. Not even when she got farther away right there. You could definitely just right click into the ground when you're against a baby diva, and that's going to deal a lot of damage to her. She's only got 150 HP. Nice save. Beautiful job right there. That was good. That was pretty good. There you go. Using that right click properly right there. I like that. Like that. So right click should be used a lot more than many players use. If you look at good Zaryas, I think a lot of the time they're using right click more than their left click, and it doesn't do more damage, but it offers some almost utility involved with it. So when you right click, it knocks people away from you. It can knock people into certain places, and not only that, it's burst damage. So you can left click someone until they're really low on HP, and then hit them with that right click, and it bursts them down. Whereas the left click does more damage over time, but it's like not as bursty. So far, it seems like a stomp. Are you going to win this game? Did you send me a win? I'm going to be mad at you if you sent me a win. I'm going to be very mad at you. Because you guys haven't really struggled at all right as of yet. But I don't mind it too far. There's some stuff we can coach on, and I like to share my experience with Zarya. Not a bad shield there. It was preemptive, but baby divas need that. They need to stay alive at like all costs because they can get like one shot. Where is your team? Yeah, play with your team. Play like directly in front of and in your team. Almost where a Reinhardt would play. Almost. McCree doesn't know how to walk. This Roadhog can't see you apparently. Are you gonna get booped? You gonna get booped? Oh, you powered up again? Again? Okay. I think I want to rewind there and analyze that death, because it's like one of your only deaths. One of your only deaths. So let's go back. I would like to go back a few more seconds. So right here, you're playing a little aggressively. You take some damage, you back up. You got lucky there. You could have died there if you got pulled by that Roadhog. You got a little lucky, playing a little bit cheeky. Here, you got enemies coming from all directions, and where are you? behind the enemy team. You're like a flanker position right now. The enemy team is between you and your team, which is not the best spot for Zarya. So you fall back to your team a little bit here. You're getting knocked around. You jump onto the point, and once again, you're kind of not with your team. You're with Ana, but where the rest of your team isn't there. So one of a few things should be happening here. Either you back off because you guys clearly can't take the fight. I don't know where everybody was. If they were all dead, you should have backed up and played very cautiously. Don't try to hold the point when it's just like a 6v4. Just back up, let them take it, and then retake. That kind of screwed you there, I think. And your team is trickled again, so it looks like you're waiting. That's good. But, yeah, stay within your team. Like, stay, like, behind your Reaper, near your Roadhog, and just generally with them. You're not a flanker as Zarya at all. You know that. But, like I said, overemphasizing everything because we only get one video with you, most likely. Unless you sneak another one by me. I don't like that shield. You can't. Okay, you end up getting charged. I don't. At higher ranks, I promise you, lots of these will not get charged, and that's not like a snobbiness thing. That is. Whoa, who was capitalizing on your ult? Looks like D.Va did, but didn't catch anybody. So a lot just happened there that I didn't exactly follow. Let me take us. I'm going to take us back. I like to be thorough here. So that bubble, like I said, don't think that was a good one. You got charged for it, but at higher ranks, I promise you people won't shoot a D.Va that's just already bubbled when she's coming over a corner like that. You threw your ultimate. It seems like you threw it after the Justice rains from above, and you kind of threw it blindly. Did you throw it blindly? I don't want to rewatch this 1,000 times, but I see a Roadhog. And everything's so cluttered. You threw that in the. You didn't see where that was going at all. You had no idea what was going on there. You had the opposite problem as before, actually. Before, you got a lot of people in it, but nobody to follow up. This time, you had a nice D.Va bomb coming in that would have gotten the kill, but nobody was in it. You threw it out a little bit blind there. I would definitely not throw out. If any ultimate shouldn't be thrown out, it's Zarya's. It's so powerful. You need to be utilizing that. And I wouldn't try to contest this guy at all. I've made this mistake too. Even if you have your bubble up, you can't take down a Roadhog in whole hog. He's got 600 HP you have to chew through. Unless he's super low, which he wasn't, that's not a fight you can win. Now, there are times you can abuse it to get charged, though. Like he's shooting at you, you pop your bubble, and then you kind of back off and run around a corner. But that wasn't... You tried to 1v1 him, and that didn't go well. Now, it looks like your team's got like 2 pushes left. 1 or 2 pushes left to take this point. Back up, back up. Don't fight him. You can't fight him. I mean, you did back up there, but you were pushed up too far in the first place. I think you were pushed up too far in the first place. So your team's behind you. You don't have vision of your team. Your person up here dies. You don't know where your team is at all. There's no spatial reasoning. They're all back there. Do you see where they all are? Now that could be attributed to their fault. And a lot of players would say that's my team's fault. They didn't follow up with me. But I don't even hear any communication. Are you in voice comms? Because if you're in voice comms, that could be alleviated if you turn around. Maybe they're in a Discord server. I'm not sure. But you were not with your team there, and that's why you died. Whose fault that is depends on your communication, but it looked like yours, considering that everyone else was behind you. I mean, it was 5 there and 1 up front, so... Don't worry. We'll make you a better Zarya player. It's going to happen. We've learned some valuable things so far. We learned the importance of the utility of your right click. Make sure you're using that very, very well. Actually learn to make the basketball shots because you'll never make it out of platinum if you don't. What else was there? Positioning. Stay with your team. That's the very basic way to say it. And if I see some blatant positioning mistakes, I'll correct those. But it's a little hard to say more about that without seeing it. Failing the Winston bubble. Someone did stand in front of you, but there was probably a little bit of miscommunication by you and the Winston. That Winston jump was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty bad Winston jump. Bad bubble there too. If I'm just being brutally honest, I don't think that was a good bubble. It didn't get you any charge. Any bubble that doesn't get you charged is a bad bubble. And I honestly still don't know if this is the newest patch or not, because I haven't seen you get more than 4. Maybe it is. Rewatching this, though. Failed the Winston bubble. Bad jump by Winston. He was not in line of sight of you. You can't expect to land that. This bubble here. So first of all, I'd be... Yeah, that was fine. This bubble here was... he wasn't taking any damage, man. Here you're not with your team again. You're pushing out. Look how far out you are. Your team's all on the point. Ana can't even heal you because there's a wall in between you two. Not that that would have saved you. Man, might have, but you weren't with your team. And some of them were dead. So, looks like some of them jump off. No, they're booped off. They're booped off. And good. Waiting for your team. Not trickling. That's smart. That's a smart thing. Alright, so the full team's here. Let's see what you do with your push. Someone's dead, you should definitely probably just back up. Honestly, back up and redo this. But I know you guys won't. I don't either sometimes. 5v6s are very hard to win though, so I would recommend backing up. If I was on my main, we'd back up. We wouldn't take this fight. If I wasn't, or if it was quick play, I might not, but you shouldn't take a 5v6. And here, where's your E? Your E could have gone down on so many people there. It didn't go down on anyone. Still hasn't... Okay, you put it down, I guess, but I didn't see who it landed on. It was, I think, a little late. He wasn't taking any damage at all. You're overextended. Back up now. You're about to die. You're about to die hardcore. There it comes. Oh, you're going to make it out. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Looks like they were focusing someone else. I thought for sure you were a dead man. Also, if you can't kill a Roadhog before his heal goes off, you need to back up. You died there. That's something I do a lot too, especially when you're on low charge. Even when you're on high charge, if you're shooting a Roadhog while he's healing, and that heal will take him above 75% health, get out. Because after the heal is up, he's guaranteed to hook you, and he's guaranteed to do a lot of damage to you. Now there are ways you can outplay it, but as a general rule of thumb, don't get that close to a Roadhog. You don't need to be. Interesting you didn't shield there. I would have. But, I mean... Uh-oh. Hide. Good. That got your soldier. It might have been worth trying to shield someone from that, but you need to get on the point now. You guys... There's the point. You just lost it. Losing track of time is easy. I mean, I just did it. I didn't realize the point was being lost until I heard the music there like 10 seconds before, but... Alright, so let's think about that round once again. Now I see. Okay, so you didn't send me a win, I don't think. I think this goes to a full 5 rounds. So, oh, you switched to D.Va. Interesting. Alright, so let's talk about the Zarya. We've got 20 seconds. Lots of positioning was a little bit interesting. You seemed a little bit indecisive on your target as well. Focus squishies down, focus supports down. And when you're on high charge, I actually just do the same thing. When you're on high charge, focus the squishies and supports down. And should be good, I think. I know. I don't just think. Focus the supports. Yes, that's what I mean. Definitely do that. Now, I'm not too experienced. I know what you should do on D.Va. I don't play D.Va though, so we'll see how this goes. Yep, standard defense matrixing, some of those, some of this, some of that. This is old patch. D.Va wasn't buffed yet. So it's interesting that you actually played D.Va because she was very not viable during this patch. Playing a little bit of a disruptor flanker role. You can't win 1v1 a Roadhog though. That's a problem right there. D.Va in general was just not good in this patch, so it's not gonna be the easiest. Positioning there, you were overextended as well. As any tank, you should really be with your team, other than Winston. Winston is the one exception, and D.Va is a half exception, but you still want to be protecting your team because you got a pretty big health bar. You got a pretty heavy health bar. Take out this Roadhog. Finally get him. Kind of a wasted bomb there. It was a wasted bomb. If you catch everybody in the ultimate. If you catch everybody in the ultimate, yes, D.Va bomb, definitely. Or if you don't have any other follow-up, D.Va bomb, definitely. But you had follow-up. One of the people in the Zarya bubble, in the Graviton Surge, was already dead when you bombed. So you just tried to bomb one guy, and Zarya finished him off. Interesting. Oh, I thought for sure that would hook you. Defense matrix, get out. You're overextended. Good. Good. Nice. Oh no, D.Va slept. I love how D.Va flails her controls when she slept like she's trying to get up. Oh, you're going way deep. You're going deep, man. You're going deep. Oh my gosh, this Zarya is getting Graviton Surge every 2 seconds. Holy cow. And I might say that Zarya is wasting them. You're only catching 2 people in them. Still not a push, but I think you can be doing more. And you guys are really aggressive here. It's okay to hold this little choke area that you're looking at here, but it gets to be a little much when you're like pushing past that. You're right in this. Look how far up you are. You're so overextended right now. And your whole team's kind of separated too. I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of that. Going for the Pharah. Nice, nice. You gonna get her? You're not gonna get the Pharah? Oh, feels bad. Now you have bomb. What are you gonna do with this? Die. Yeah, not die. Okay. Not die. Okay. You just throw out your bomb? Wait. What? Hold up. I didn't even see you use it. Where did you use your bomb? So yeah, over here, pushing really far up. Yeah. Maybe I went a little bit too far back. So here's where it happens. You almost get this Pharah. Oh no, and then you didn't. Yeah, I heard the other ultimate from the other D.Va. You just used it when it was taken out? Ooh, okay. So you picked up 1 with the bomb. You got 2 in the feed, but you only picked up 1 with the bomb. I'm not gonna lie and say I know if that was proper usage or not, because I don't. Unfortunately, I don't play enough D.Va to know that, so I won't pretend like I do. And the reason you can justify that, even if it doesn't get a lot of kills, I've seen D.Vas that there are times where D.Vas use the bomb just so they can get the mech reset, so they can get their mech back, not necessarily to get kills with a self-destruct, because they want to get back in their mech to be a tank. They don't want to be in mini D.Va form. So I'm not entirely sure if that was the right play or not. It could have been. I mean, it worked out for you, so maybe it was. So you don't have a Zarya right now. I would definitely be switching to Zarya. I don't think you do. Do you stay D.Va? Please don't stay D.Va. I mean, she's viable now, but in this patch... And also, by the way, guys, it's totally okay to coach people from, like, 1 patch ago. The play styles haven't changed. It's just the heroes I have. So this is totally... You still definitely learn from this. 100%. You're leaving your team here. That's dangerous. If you get this pick, it could be worth it, though. But Pharah is very mobile. And if she's hammering on you, I'd back off. Capture the point. Good stuff so far. Both teams running a D.Va. In this patch, what is happening? So, nice job defense matrixing. I think is a little bit harder for me to coach. Not gonna lie. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, send me any gameplay you want, and I will try my best because I can still correct positioning errors. Oh, you're going deep. Oh, you're going deep. I'm not a fan of this. Okay, you made it out. Okay. I'm glad that Roadhog... I spoke too soon. I was going to say I'm glad that Roadhog didn't get a hand of you, but he did. You're going to nerf this right there? Nobody's going to get picked up. The problem with bombing like that, you weren't... I don't think that bomb was a good bomb. That one I'm a little bit more confident about because you weren't losing your mech. You weren't going to get any kills. It was mainly for zoning, but you didn't really zone him off for very long, and your team didn't need the zone. Don't poop him into the health pack. It doesn't matter. You guys stomped him. Okay, so they dropped the beat, and it looks like you guys are at a huge numbers disadvantage here. You should probably back out. Definitely get out of there. You can definitely get out safely as D.Va. Oh, no. Bad D.Va bomb. We all know that didn't go according to plan. That might just be lack of practice on D.Va. I mean, it takes a little while to get the grasp of her bombs. D.Va's not a tank I recommend just picking up if you want to pick up a tank. For sure, don't do that. That's your Roadhogs, your even Zarya. It's not hard to get the general grasp of Zarya. And okay, positioning here. I slacked, guys. We're gonna go back. Not 4 minutes. Not gonna go back 4 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna go back to right here. You're not doing too much damage because you're D.Va. Dropping the beat. This is where I said to back up. Just get out. Leave. D.Va bomb poorly placed. You aren't even aiming at enemies, to be honest. You trying to take out that building? You did a great job of it, man. Going way deep here. Way deep. I mean, oh, no. This is deep. If they focus you down right now, which only the Pharah is focusing you down, and she's still dealing with you. Alright, now you're low on HP. You should definitely get heals. And this pit. Now, this pit is easy to ignore. But whenever you're on this map, this dude, you gotta keep 2 eyes. Well, I mean, 1 eye is always on Roadhog. You know, if I'm looking this way, 1 eye is on Roadhog. Because when that dude has his pull up, he can take out anybody. Almost anybody. I mean, there are some exceptions. But, like, actually, D.Va and Winston are, like, the only exceptions, I think. Maybe some others. Pharah gets 1 shot, so she can't fly out. Most heroes just fall in the pit. Even Zarya. Like, a full charge Zarya. It feels so bad to be pulled into that pit. Because you can't shield it. You can't get out of it. You're just dead. So keep 1 eye on Roadhog, not 2. 1 eye on Roadhog at all times. And don't let that happen. Or if it needs to happen, if the Roadhog is conserving his hook, trying to make sure he gets that pull, take that one for your team because you're D.Va, you can fly out. But not when you're low on HP like that. And right here you have some flaws by your teammates. Someone's backcapping. And backcapping's a strat sometimes, but like look what happened here. Someone tried to backcap, go behind the enemy team. You're pushed up here, and so they focused some of you down. They turned and focused the one backcapping, and they turned and focused you down. You lose. That's not necessarily your fault, but everybody can learn from it. It's just basics, though. Stick with your team. Backcapping is like a last-ditch effort for trying to stall at the point and start overtime. Not when you can easily win the team fight. And no, not another D.Va bomb. Overcommitted on the D.Va bomb. Oh, and right here it's looking grim. I would be defense majoring this guy because he will out 1v1 you any day. Eye on a Roadhog. Eye on the Roadhog. You're just dead. Everybody seemed to die there. Let me definitely go back. I actually want to see if there was something you could have done a little bit better in this last fight here, because I was kind of looking for more teamwork errors. So this is not the last fight. This is not. I went a little too far back. So here is the last fight. You got one last shot. You flew right over. You're not helping your team right here. The bomb went over the entire enemy team, and during that time, you were not shooting at anybody. You were not defense matrixing anyone, and the bomb was a whiff as well. So it's like 10 seconds of completely wasted time where your team was fighting a 5v6, and that could have lost you the fight. And I'm not going to say it definitely lost you the fight, but it definitely didn't help. In general, I didn't like the D.Va bombs. The ones where you used it to get your mech back when you're about to die, that, I've seen good D.Vas do that in situations. I'm not sure about those. But the rest of them, the ones that were placed, wasn't a huge fan of them. McCree. Don't fan the hammer that much. If you're playing McCree and if I find you catch it fanning that hammer that much, don't do it. Just don't. Alright, so let's review. Let's give our closing thoughts on this video. So Jimmy got a card. Nice job, Jimmy. It wasn't the worst gameplay in the world, but there were some mistakes I saw that definitely could be holding you back. Let's talk about left clicking versus right clicking. We're going to do this all very briefly because we obviously just had a whole video about it. Left clicking when a target is like completely solo and you don't need to boop them away or disrupt them at all, or you don't need any burst. Right click when you want to knock someone away like Reaper. Reaper is dangerous up close, so if you right click him, just knock him back a little bit and then continue with left clicks or even more right clicks. Right click to finish off low HP targets, like hold down your left click for a while, and right when someone's about to like get to like that 25% health mark, you can right click the ground and back up. That'll save you a little bit of time. Right clicking before you run out of ammo as well. So you have like one ammo left in your click, you can right click. Even though it costs 25, it's more damage that way. Positioning, stay with your team. You were pushed up a little bit too far sometimes. Like there were some times where you just pushed completely on your own, and you might have thought the team was behind you, but they weren't, unfortunately. So that was a problem. And then your shields. Don't try to proactively shield. As you get higher up in the ranks, it won't work as well. Shield when people are being shot at in the process of dying. Make sure you have allied health bars always turned on so you can see that more easily when people are on low HP. And then on Diva, definitely watch some guides. I'm not going to... Okay, that sounds mean. I'm personally not a Diva player, so I can't coach you too much. I know the positioning was sometimes bad. I know some of those ults you tried to throw were bad. That's just something that'll come with practice and playing more Diva. So try to play more of that. Don't just pick up Diva because someone else picked up Zarya. Pick up Roadhog because someone else picked up Zarya. Don't just pick someone up. Or just tell them you're not good on other tanks. Regardless, not too bad. Hopefully this was helpful to you, Jimmy, and everyone else watching. If it was, be sure to leave a like down below. Tell me what you think of the video, and I will see you guys all later. Lone Hawk, out.